G'day, my name's Wilfred West from Locksport, Victoria, Australia. Welcome to Locksport, the home of online gaming, wonderful views and Australian wildlife. I do hope you like these videos, if so please subscribe. G'day, my name is King Admiral Commander Black Star Lord Triple Lead at your service, and tonight we're going to be having a look at Quince. And we're currently at Miller Port. Now this is since the new update. We want to have a look at the contracts and stuff like that. Currently I'm sitting on 905 million. So let's have a look at all the missions. Now I did notice before, just after the new update and before some of the patches have been pulled out, that certain missions, okay, like this one here, we've got 2,200,000. We've got another 2,200,000 there. Now you can do the recycle. The most I've managed to get was 5 missions that were over 2 million or 3 million. That it's not too bad. You get a massacre mission for 23 million there. You can target count 108 ships. That's quite a lot. I've got one. I had one less. That had a lot more money for less, for 40 something years. That's Civil War. Now if you did this one and you went after, say, these two here, now in open the scans still work. You basically can get scanned and so forth with that. I'm not going to try to do the boards. That's another massacre mission for 9 million, 72. No, I would 24 ships. I don't know if that counts all together or not. So if I do a massacre mission, there's over 30 million there. But there's a lot of ships I've got to do. Kill 108 there. Yeah. No, we'll just show you the scan missions to start with. I wouldn't mind doing those massacre missions though, they're worth it. I'm not going to worry about trying to do the board. Now, I'm not going to worry about that. And I would like to do that. Now this one here is going to be, I'll take it, but it's not going to be the same as other ones when I go scanning the planet. So let's have a look at the planet. I might do some massacre missions later. Okay, so it's not going to give me all that much in the way of credits. And I've noticed when you do recycle on that, the last time I managed to get was about, say, 15 million at the very most. I can average around about 10 million, 15 million to 5 missions. We're still sticking open to see if anybody else is actually out here and doing missions as well. I want to do Thargoid missions. That shouldn't have done
Detachment sequence complete. You are clear for departure.
When I jumped up there to see how that tilted, that was not quite right. There's quite a few players out here. Still there's one player in the front. I hope he might be going to do a mission so I can tag along with him.
Please regulate your speed and accommodate oncoming traffic.
There he is.
Frameshift charge detected.
Wanted or not. He's not wanted.
Frameshift drive charging.
I know where he's off to.
4, 3, 2.
Hope he gets there before me, does this. And I've noticed the last time I did it had 3 million credit mission, and I could not land on a certain spot. Now it's highlighted all of these, but if I'm right, certain missions will not appear. Like one, I'll be able to do 2. Then I'll have to go to the other mission and do another one there. Unless this one here is doing all the missions.
Orbital flight engaged.
And I found it hard to land at one of the missions. I had to land out a long way away from the mission objective, which was really annoying because it just gave me rocks after rocks after rocks. I don't know if it was just a random thing or they designed it that way. Did make it a bit harder. Let's continue on scanning these objectives. I'm going to drop out of Super Cruise, didn't I? I'll lift this mic up because it's a lot annoying me. I was hoping that Asp Explorer might beat me to this spot. Doesn't look like it. Well, the reason why is because I want him to scan the objective for me. If I get close enough, he scans it. I can then not worry about it, the objective. It'll still show you it still works. Now you can try to jump through the mission boards, but I'm quite happy just doing this. A little bit of this and that. I just wanted to test if it's still available, how much money you actually make from it, and if it's worthwhile. If it's worthwhile actually continue on a Quince. I say they have killed it a bit, but you can make, like I said before, 5 missions, 15 million. That's the most I made, so I'm not going to get that much from this one because we've got the war on at the moment, so that's going to make it hard to do the missions. Did I go the right way? I got the right. Hold on. Where did that place go? Did I go the right way or did I go the wrong way? Ah, there it is. Just why can't I get my turret? What the heck? Oh, I'll have to go through this. Oh, that's not good. Oh, you're kidding me. I'm not far enough away from my ship. Let's go down here. Whee! Now, am I far enough away from my ship now? Yep. This should do 2 missions. Sometimes they do more, but It depends on what missions you got and where you got them from. Let's have a look. Yep. See, that one's been updated. These two are still got to be done. So let's go find those two. Now, as I said before, sometimes you will get missions that you can get all three done at once, or if they can be updated. I'll test out the massacre missions as well. See if they all have to be individual kills, or they have to be or if they have to be all can be all grouped together like previous. So we want to go to here. That's saying I've got to go back to there, but they've still got those two jobs to do. So still saying that same place. So it's still buggy. Okay, we'll have to go back to Millport, then we'll check it. Now, is the only way to do it?
Landing gear retracted.
Because this is not allowing me to do that. As you can see, that one mission's been done, but these two missions here haven't been done. Scan down there, but even though they're from the same place, so it looks like that bug has been fixed. Now I've been noticing this strange signal source since I've been out here in Quince, and I decided that one day have a quick look at it, and it was an AI of all things. And I'm like hearing this drunk sailor voice sitting in there in the background, and I'm thinking, oh, it's coming outside from the ship, but no. When I landed on Quince, something happened, and I landed on this planet. Something happened, and I have to. I'll put myself on mute and I'll play the recording.
Alvin DeFear from Cecil B. Trumpington. That'd be me. Hutton Orbital, Eden, somewhere in Alpha Centauri. Too bloody far away if you ask me. Regarding those invoices on your desk. Dear Sir, further to the missive of the other day, I would like to tender an explanation as to the invoice on your desk. I had proceeded as instructed to Hutton Orbital, whereupon I met with fellow truckers who very, very kindly agreed to load the Pool Type 9 lovely craft up with mugs for the mug. In their eagerness to satisfy your trucking needs, there seems to have been a little bit of a manifest error. For with every 30 tons of mugs for the mug, there also happens to have been some gin. Ordinarily, this wouldn't have vexed me terribly, but I was very aware about your standing orders not to waste the long, very, very long journey to Hutton. So, showing initiative, I decided that the best thing to do would be to dispose of the gin. Now, being near the orbital, and not wanting to cause shipping hazards, I proceeded to proceed a few kilometers away. Now, at that point, an idea came upon me. Normally, the eject all cargo button has gaffer tape over it. But aha, I thought, I have an idea. And removed the tape, pushing the button to eject all of the gin. This was my first error, for I had forgotten about the mugs for the mug. So I attempted to scoop up all of the mugs for the mug, but not the gin. Unfortunately, some gin did materialize back in my cargo hold. Not much. On returning to Hutton, only a few kilometers away, I asked very, very nicely for some more mugs for the mug. But there was some gin in the way. So I proceeded to dispose of the gin. This was my second error. Having now filled a hold with mugs for the mug, and set my destination, I duly jumped. Now, I can't really remember. It might have been a binary system. I'm not quite sure. However, I correctly proceeded forthwith to the station. Upon arrival, I found the right side of the station, damned confusing things, and proceeded into that little letterbox-shaped thing. This was my third error. The docking controller clearly doesn't know what is what, as he told me off for entering without permission. So I turned the pool Type 9 around. And this was my fourth error. You see, a Type 9 doesn't fit. It's too big. And there was this Viper. Ruddy thing got stuck to my canopy. Couldn't see a thing. So I decided to scrape it off using the toast rack. And that was my final error. It sort of exploded. A bit. And there were alarms. And there was shooting noise. In my haste to remove myself from the situation, I appear to have pushed the wrong button. The one with no gaffer tape on it. Some silly idiot took the gaffer tape off. Anyway, you might ask what this has to do with the invoice. Well, upon my return to Hutton Orbital, I retired to the gentleman's facilities to avail myself of the plumbing. I seem to have committed a bit of a faux pas in Cubicle 3. Your indulgence is appreciated. Sincerely, me.
Welcome back. Now just get that up and running. Okay, now I've got to search another building. And now I've got this, really what they call it, a strange AI. Now, a drunk strange AI now in my ship.
I'd better not touch anything else.
His name is Cecil. So, let's see if I scan this one, if it scans both of them. If it doesn't do both, I'll end it there, so you don't need to watch me going backwards and forwards. And, yeah. I can't seem to get rid of this drunk AI at the moment. Occasionally he goes away when I get Astro Midnight or Vasco in here, but most of the time he stays there just sitting in the background. Having a chat every now and then, and yeah.
6 new government articles have been published. The first is entitled Galactic News. Report from
As
the
soon as
front
we get to
line
this one, we'll
and
scan
reads,
this
many
search
independent
area,
pilots have already
and we'll
taken
go
to
back
their
up.
ships to test the anti-droid weaponry recently developed by Aegis. Meanwhile, Aegis has assembled a team of specialists to analyze the results of these encounters and determine the new weapon's efficacy. Admiral Aiden Tanner, Aegis military liaison, said the weapons are working as intended, but the droid vessels are highly resilient.
As you can see,
Even with specialized weaponry,
yeah.
it appears their
You-
ships can be
That's the
destroyed
point. You
only
will
through
can get
collective
missions if you
efforts.
want to
We have received reports
from
of lone
here,
pilots
but I think
and
it's
even
pretty
small
much
groups
dead.
being
The massacre
utterly
missions is the way to
annihilated by
go
the
because you
This
get to have more
tragic
fun
news
killing
illustrates that
things.
although the new weapons are effective, more
I
work
don't
must
know
be done
if
if we are to
they
achieve
have fixed
military
it now, so
parity.
there's a patch. If somebody
The
else is in
second
the
is
area
entitled
that
Galactic News.
if
Further
they scan
droid
it
attacks
first,
and
you
reach
get
as Aegis' first
you
campaign
get it as
to
well.
address the droid threat concludes. Reports have reached the core
We'll go
systems
from
of
there to
further
figure it out,
droid attacks.
which we'll do now.
On this occasion, the number of Imperial and civilian ships
I will test it a little bit more
with
before
the
I go
strikes
back
taking
to
place in
Shimata. I'll
17,962
test the massacre
page
missions and then I'll
1185,
test
IHVC-25
some
and the
more of
commanding
these, and
sector
I'll do a rinse and repeat of the board
WP-155.
once just to see
The violence
if
is
that's been
believed to
fixed
have
up.
resulted in a number of human fatalities. As with the recent attack in the
And then I'll
sector
probably try some
on
massacre missions as well.
WP-155 system,
I'll do that next,
data recovered
and
from the
then
sites indicates that the
we'll
droids
head back
attacked
to
without provocation.
Shimata to get some new
Although some of
weapons
the
and that
ships
to take on
returned
the
fire,
Thargoids.
none succeeded
Which
in
I'm not
destroying
quite
or
sure if
damaging
I
other
really
droid vessels.
want to.
Professor Cora Shaw,
I think-
director of the Hayward Institute and an authority on xenome
Okay, we're
biology,
almost here.
commented on the news. If the droids believe they have some claim to the Pleiades, then what we are seeing is territorialism. But it's equally possible that they seek
I
an
know these
enemy,
missions aren't really that
irrespective of where they
expensive, but that's
encounter
not
us.
the point.
At this stage, it's hard to draw any definite conclusions.
Well, once you could get 10
The
missions,
next
or
is
up to
entitled
15
Community
missions,
Gold, second
and that
Aegis
could be
initiative,
anywhere from
and
what,
reached last week. Aegis started developing
up to
weapons
30
and
million
technologies to
credits.
address the rising droid threat.
Now this looks
While
like a
some
little
were
bit bumpy.
dismayed to see Aegis shift to a military focus,
pull
the
it
general
further
consensus
away from
was that the
here,
move
because-
was necessary. Following the news that Aegis is to embark on a
See if
second
the
development
blue
initiative,
light shines
Aegis
anywhere.
military liaison Admiral Aiden Tanner
Ah.
released the following statement. Other droids represent
Not
a
that far
very
away.
real threat, and their hostility demands that we take appropriate action. As with our previous initiative, our intention is to collaborate with some of the galaxy's foremost engineers to develop efficient
Now,
anti-droid
if this
technologies.
scans and gives us both, then
Support
it's
of the
fair
same.
enough. If it only gives
Aegis
me one,
corporate partner
then it looks like they fixed up the
397
scanning
independents
issues.
have pledged to reward pilots who
Which is
deliver
fair,
sample
which is-
droid
I
cyclops
think
tissue samples
that
and
was one of the
CML
main
composites
bugs in
to
this
Shell
one.
and service
Like getting
in the Wool 397
up to 15
system.
missions
The
per
campaign
thing.
begins on the 28th of September and will run for 1 week.
There's one way to go.
If the final target is no earlier
Yeah.
than planned, the campaign will end immediately.
Getting up to 15 missions
The next is entitled
is not
Community
too
Gold.
bad.
Wing
You
Hudars
can't
appeal.
only accept 3 missions though.
The
You
Wing
won't get
Hudars have announced
any
plans
more
to
than 3
establish a
missions.
recreational installation and a tourist beacon in the
Right.
PIP 110,028 system next to
That's
the
it.
visitor like world. The organization has said it hopes to attract wealthy tourists from core
There it
systems
is there.
such as Seoul and Chenar, people who want to relax, but who also want to
Controlling
experience
it with
some
my
adventures.
mouse at the moment.
The Wing Hudars are providing the material for the new installation, but to cater to the tastes of their future clients, they have asked for quantities of Lavian brandy, Garandan Pearl whiskey, Congo ale, Leicester and Eagle juice, indeed bourbon and Basque
Now,
snake
let's-
gin. Pilots who deliver these intoxicants to Xander Dock and hit 110,028 system will be handsomely rewarded. A spokesperson for the group said, "This is a great
Let's update both
opportunity
of
to
them.
bring new
Wow.
business to one of the galaxy's border
That-
colonies. We
that'd
are
be
asking
interesting. Okay,
independent
so it might
pilots
be
for help,
the
and we are prepared to offer very competitive
organisations
prices for the
working
liquors you
together,
have requested. The campaign
or not.
begins on the
We're not
28th
quite
of
sure on
September
that one.
3303 and
beautiful
will
ship.
run for 1 week. If the final target is met earlier than planned, the campaign will end immediately. The next is entitled
I
Community
really
Gold,
would like to walk
setting up
around
the candy
inside
shop,
and also
reach
decorate
the Candy Crew Guild, an
the
independent
cabin and
corporate
stuff like
organization
that.
based in the Ilusive system,
And to let you
has
walk around
announced
the whole
plans
ship
to
is
establish a
awesome.
capital shipyard and a scientific research vessel in its home
Gives you
system.
something to do, especially
It has
if
placed
it's
an open
boards
order
and
for
other
various
things.
commodities for use in the construction. Commander
We
Rachel,
didn't walk
head
around
of the
tight,
organization, elaborated on the nature of the campaign. We need quantities of palladium, titanium, and robotics,
See, at the moment
and
there's a
we
lot of
encourage
war
all
at the moment,
able
so
and
that's
willing
probably
pilots to
why.
assist us. We are
there's not
expecting the
many
initiative
missions
to
of these
attract
available.
agitators, but security in the system
Last
has
time I
increased,
did,
and many of our own wings
I
are
got
patrolling
10
the straight
million out of
lanes
it last
to
time.
ensure no crime goes
Oh, last one
unpunished.
before I got 15
The
million.
Candy
This time I
Crew
got
Guild
10,
has
last
promised
one
to
I got 10
reward
million
pilots
after
who
that.
deliver the requested commodities
First of all,
developed
let's
in
get
the
back.
Ilusive system. The campaign begins on the 28th of September
Check.
3303 and will run for 1 week. If the final target
like
is met earlier
hoping
than
both
planned,
are done.
the campaign will end.
Sometimes they can play up on
The last is entitled Galactic News. Engineers campaign concludes. Their spokesperson
So
for
we'll get
Aegis
back
has
hand
announced
these missions
that
in
the field
for
void
one day.
basic materials has reached a successful conclusion.
it. See, now, previously before the update, if you had anywhere, any missions there, like even 15, so like had 5 from one group, 5 from another group, and 5 from another group. Once somebody either scanned at 4 you before you got there, like you were just hovering around and someone scanned it, you'd all 15 would unlock. Or if you managed to scan, if you managed to scan it yourself, all 15 would be unlocked. Since the new update, looks like you have to scan individual ones.
Furthermore, if we are to successfully resist the Gorgoids,
Which
we
to
will
me
need
is
to
not
develop
too
more
bad. I
advanced
think that's a good
technologies.
idea.
This will not be the last campaign of this kind. Pilots who contributed to the initiative can now collect their rewards from all Era Flurble in the Eurybia system and Obsidian Orbital in the Maya system. Buggy launched. SRB docked.
I'm still surprised to see players out
Docked
here
Super Cruise.
at Quince.
Touchdown on Cosmoglow rewards. Coordinates are 85.87 degrees longitude, negative 62.53 degrees latitude.
Did the AI just wet
Lift
himself?
off.
It's going to be interesting having
Left
Cecil
Super
here.
Cruise close to planet Cosmoglow rewards.
I'm still having problems with some of the other AI. I have to figure out how to get some of them to work a bit better when I try to take off and that. They say, oh, let's take over, I gotta get the control of the ship, but they don't actually take over. They don't actually launch the ship, which is kind of annoying. So I went through all the things that the things did, and all the key presses in that, so I had all extra ones onto that. I went through the whole thing, and nothing. Someone getting shot at there for a second.
Approval granted. Please make your way to landing pad 40.
Landing pad 40 is at 4 o'clock bar, as you enter with the green lights on your right.
Bits of a ship there.
Please stay on current course. Your speed is good.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, it's too far.
Docking complete.
Because sometimes you get these done, like both of them done, and they don't actually do it. You actually have to go back and quite sure if I want to do those because they go for a long time. Now, it looks like these both got done, which is good.
Payment of well over 2 million credits from Quince Creative Holdings confirmed. Payment of nearly 93,000 credits from
We'll
THE
leave Cyril
Foundation
still
confirmed.
chatting in the way in the background. So that's a massacre mission there. We want to try 24 targets. That's not too bad for that price. And what else we got here? 23. I might try the massacre missions next. But anyway, that was an extra 4 million now. It was really worth it. It wasn't too just simple 3 missions. Anyway, my name is King Admiral Commander Black Star Lord Triple Lead at your service, signing off. Thank you again for watching my videos, and all comments are welcome. You all have a great day now.
I seem to have had a little bit of an incident.